What is up, guys? Behind me we have a 2019 Aston Martin Vantage out here in a discreet location about 10 minutes from the showroom. It's an amazing day out right now, perfect weather for cars like this. So we're gonna go ahead and take the car out on the road and see how it drives. Just gonna say, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with all my future videos. Thank you. All right. Right, so join me in the 2019 Vantage. 4-liter twin turbo V8. Okay, yep. Ooh, okay, so 503 brake horsepower, 505 foot-pounds of torque, 8-speed automatic transmission, not a dual clutch. It shifts very smoothly. The paddles are a great size. Yeah, definitely a better step up from the previous Astons. The old Vantage is a classic looking car. One of the best looking cars I think ever made. So to replicate that was a pretty big challenge for Aston, and I think they did a pretty good job. It's obviously totally different approach to styling. It's definitely a much more modern looking car, but it still has the traditional Aston curves and that sort of sex appeal that all Astons have. One of the, I guess, sort of problems with the first gen Vantage, it was starting to look a bit dated, and so I'm glad that they went ahead and revamped the car. Steering is a little light, but it's very direct. Oh yeah. I love this car. This feels very proper. Okay, come on, dude, you gotta move. It feels like more than 500 horsepower. It really does. Oh, it's a beautiful day for turbos. Pardon me, sir. Go ahead and go for it. I'm sure you don't mind looking at that ass. This car is so good looking from every single angle. This car looks like a 10. This is one of the most seductive cars on the market. Everyone just respects this car differently than, say, a Ferrari or a Lambo. It just has a classier feel to it. They're just more appealing. You know, I feel like if you drive a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, the outside public might view you as a douchebag. If you're in an Aston Martin, people think, oh my god, what a beautiful car. Who's the guy behind the wheel? I feel like people want to know who's the guy driving the car. They have some more respect for you, I feel like, if you're in an Aston Martin. This does share the same engine as the AMG GTS, which I don't really find as a problem. It also means that the turbos are actually mounted within the V of the engine, creating much better throttle response. As you can see, there's like absolutely zero lag. It doesn't even feel turbocharged. It doesn't even sound turbocharged. The car competes with the Porsche 911, and its car is actually a couple of inches shorter than the 911, so size-wise, it's extremely compact, but still very roomy inside. This particular model has some of the nicest paint I've ever seen on any car. It has like this beautiful pearl effect in the sunlight, and it just looks amazing. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, and there's a cop. Just don't make eye contact. Alright, cool. This thing rips. I know it shares the same engine as the AMG GTS, but it does not really feel the same. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It just sounds so much meatier, just more aggressive than the GTS does. GTS is a great car, phenomenal sounding car, of course, but there's just something about it. They definitely tuned it differently. It just sounds a lot better. Let's talk about the interior for a second. A lot of buttons. A lot of buttons. Typical Aston Martin fashion. Just kind of a cluster, but if you can get over that, it's, I think, a wonderful place to be. It does use, thankfully, it's the previous generation Mercedes-Benz software, sat-nav, all that good stuff. Steering wheel is very strange, but it's this kind of squared off look to it that I actually quite like, because it's different. You know, in a lot of cars nowadays are becoming very repetitive in a way, and they all kind of feel similar, if that makes any sense. Not really, but they just kind of, I don't know, I feel like they're not as unique as they used to be. This at least adds some uniqueness to the car. Definitely changing from the Astons of previous years, had that sort of counterclockwise rev counter. This is now the traditional setting, which thank God, because that was always so weird and confusing to look at. So now it's just your traditional clockwise rev counter. I'd say like one of my only complaints about this car is, I guess, parking sensors, you call them, are super sensitive, like way too sensitive. Like a car could be 10 feet in front of me and it'll just start beeping.
A few moments later.
Do I like, would I rather Aston build their own engines? Of course. But if you're gonna borrow an engine, AMG is pretty much the best company you can do it from. So it's a phenomenal engine, 503 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds, top speed of, I believe, 195 miles an hour. So definitely, as I always say, no slouch. It gets a lot of attention. I'm not sure if you can see the guy behind me. Oh look, more traffic. Try out this stereo. How fitting. This is it. It already knows. This is the vibe. That's it. Just cruise along like this. Doesn't matter about performance, doesn't matter about the numbers, the speed, although it does have those. All that matters is the style, the elegance. That's it. I also quite like the rear diffuser. It's super aggressive, while the rest of the car remains very elegant. You know what this car looks like? This car looks like a GTA 5 car. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The cars that are just in the game, by the sidewalk in the Beverly Hills area, and you hop in that shit and take it. That's what this looks like to me. Really nice seats, windows pretty small, but that's what makes the car look so good from the outside. Of course, we got a nice sound system in here. We got a shelf in the back. We've got a pretty decent sized trunk, or a boot, as I should say. It's the kind of car that you come home to and it's not a hassle. It's not like annoying to get in and out of. And it's just nice. Like, it's just nice. I know that's very vague. You can take it long distance, you can drive it every day, you can see out of it. This particular example actually stickered at $197,000, so this one's pretty optioned up. So that is the 2019 Aston Martin Vantage for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Okay, we get it. See what I mean? The frickin' sensors are going off. There's nothing behind. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Park. Done. Okay.
Now if you feeling how I'm feeling, put your hands